focus on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Keene. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. So Texas offense will take the field for the first time. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first down. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane, and you've seen it all throughout the years. The big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Got the quick pass. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Turning it on! And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands, and the rest of the game, the defense, the special team, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick release by the QB. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Surging forward on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's when he catch a big fella.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. Rides the back on the option to give. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete! They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on fourth and goal from the 4. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And he tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Nevada is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Houston. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got the quick completion. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Texas calls its campus the 40 acres. This running game might cover 40 acres before it's over.
That would be a heck of a day. I don't know how many yards that would be. That would be a quick conversion. How good's your math, Reese, to try to calculate that? But they're having a lot of success, a lot of history with great running backs at the University of Texas, and this guy is having a day.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the inside. Inside the 45. There he goes. He's at the 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. Marches ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. They go to the ground. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Elway.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you.
Pulls in the deep ball. Wide open spaces. He's at touchdown, Oklahoma State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he added the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense team.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips their field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Looking for a gap. It's Buchanan. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Keep it on the ground. Find some fresh air. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Buchanan. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And wings it incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they go back on top. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Cowboys will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Give to the running back. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Puts it out of the air. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. He's now over 150 yards on the ground, and you start putting yourself in that ethereal company of great Longhorn running backs.
Yeah, there's so many of them that we could go back, and Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and just recently Bijan Robinson. Man, they find highly, highly talented dudes. Just guys that you know when you hand them the ball, good things are going to happen.
And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Fighting
fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They've been running it, but now the pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him,
and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Missouri is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up by 21 over Tennessee. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12 or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Fires to the right. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Hold on. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He's got him. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Gives it to the back on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Cowboys started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Caught in the backfield, it's Kennedy. Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Tight end now in motion. On the move. And some room to work. On his feet at the 40. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. That they did their part, score, your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Second down, he'll throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
With the catch, it's Elway. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The play action fake. He wants a big play here late. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And after the turnover, out of bounds at the 12 to set up this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal.